I mean, of course, the AACTA nominations were announced this week. Do you have a favourite Australian film? I don't want to get too much into
Gatsby. Clearly, my favourite Australian film is Gatsby.
I don't want to get too heavily into your favourite films because I'm sure you're going to be doing something like that.
Yeah, and to be entirely fair, I haven't actually sat down and done my favourite films of the year.
Still a few to see. I mean,
well, this
August,
is the thing.
Osage County's premiering tonight, and Hobbit in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'd be amazed if Hobbit found its way to that list. I found the first one dreadful.
But did you like the original Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Well, this is the thing. I really like the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then Hobbit. And I'm not saying it was bad. I don't think it was bad. I just think any film that has a 20-minute fucking montage of dwarves rocking up and chanting at somebody's house is struggling for content.
That's right.
But in terms of this year, I mean, it's like obviously Gravity's very high on the list. American Hustle, I saw that the other day, which is so entertaining, and it's basically like it's the film you watch and then you walk out and you're like, Jennifer Lawrence, greatest thing that's ever happened to cinema anywhere. She's really fucking good in it. But so I haven't done properly like wrap my head around the best of the year. But in terms of Australian film, it is an interesting thing with the actors. Like, I think the actors have their focus all wrong. Like, as an award show, they put so much emphasis on Australian film. When in actual fact, the vast majority of Australian content that Australians consume is on television. And television gets such a short shrift. Like they've sandwiched light entertainment and comedy into the same thing, which just is devaluing to both light entertainment shows and comedy shows. And I just think their focus is all off. When in actual fact, the vast majority of Australians don't watch Australians feature films. They do watch Australian television. So I have actually quite big problems with the actors. The heavy prevalence of Great Gatsby is to be expected. Yeah. You know, that happened with Moulin Rouge, that happened with Australia. And look, I actually didn't mind Great Gatsby. I mean, there's definitely flaws in it and things that people can discuss and debate, but I kind of enjoyed that. Yeah. Like, it was one of those movies where people could just argue about what worked and what didn't.
And the technical aspect is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, totally. And in that sense, I think it's a really good film as a social experience. But in terms of whether or not it ranks as my favourite, look, no. I mean, not. Yeah, I would be surprised if it ranked in my favourite films of the year. But you know, I'm always interested in what Baz does. Cinema needs a little bit more jazz hands, if you ask me. So yeah,
he's a great note to end it on.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. But thank you for your time.
Thanks.
And I'll see you at Tropfest on Sunday.
Yeah, watch me fuck up live. Woo!